I think Clubhouse Carnival might be one of my favourite episodes of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is the 22nd episode of the first season of Clubhouse Plus, and I would have adored this as a child. I loved making little toy fairgrounds and drawing pictures of carnivals and helter-skelters, and as an adult, I have a soft spot for this as well. I watch these episodes to see how educational they are. I grew up watching a lot of Disney. I got a lot of education from Disney. I like to see that this is continued. There are some educational moments in this one, but it's also very, very fun. So as always, I will go through the events of the episode chronologically and share some thoughts, so there will of course be spoilers. And it starts off with Donald and Mickey getting ready for the carnival and looking forward in particular to the Mouseka slide. And I was rather keen to see what that would look like. And then we get our Mouseka, a giant marshmallow, some glue, some beach towels, and of course the mystery Mouseka pal. And we go outside immediately. We see the carnival. It is so fun. It is so fabulous. The colours are amazing. The designs of the rides are incredible. And I don't know if they have, but I could totally see them making a playset out of this. And it is 100% a playset I would have loved as a child. I would have absolutely adored it. We get a little bit of suspense as they try and reveal the Mouseka slide, but the lever is broken, so they use a Mouseka tool, the glue, to fix it. And then, of course, we move on to some other rides and arcades. Pete is tossing some beanbags. We get a bit of education here as there's an opportunity to learn about colours, primarily red, yellow, and blue. And then we realise that Donald's lion has gone. And I think this is a great topic. This isn't completely the focus. Earlier in the episode, Donald put his lion in his backpack so he didn't lose it. But they maybe could have focused on this a little bit more, or I guess made the message a little bit clearer that you need to look after your toys, but certainly it does hint at that. I am 100% the kind of person who took soft toys with me everywhere. And that would have included a carnival, a fun fair. I would have loved to have taken my toys on a roller coaster. I don't know if I ever did. I didn't go on that many rides as a child. There just weren't that many opportunities for it. But the message that you need to look after your toys and don't let them out of your sight, particularly when you're somewhere like a carnival, I think that's a great message. And the lion actually ends up on the roller coaster just as Minnie and Daisy are riding in the car. And obviously if they collide with the lion, even though it's a soft toy, it could cause a lot of damage. So they need to quickly use a Mouseka tool, and they use the giant marshmallow to make things slow down. And I thought that was a fun use of the Mouseka tool. And then the lion toy falls down. It goes into a cart of ducks that Chip and Dale are carting around. And then we use another Mouseka tool before we find out what happens with the lion. Coco the monkey is putting a decoration on top of the muffin go-round, and I have to say that is so fun. If it was just a standard merry-go-round, it would have looked great, but the fact that it's a muffin go-round, I just thought was a nice bit of creativity. It was a really nice touch. It looks a lot of fun. The designs of everything here are just so fabulous and so creative. The colours are incredible. I was a child again watching it. I absolutely loved it. And then they find the lion. They find Sparky. He's in a crane machine, a claw-grabbing machine, which, again, I loved as a child. Not very good at them, but really thoroughly enjoyed them as a child. Slightly can't resist them still as an adult. And I do think that they maybe made not the best choice here. This is purely my opinion, because I instinctively thought that it would be an opportunity to learn about left or right. And that's also because the way the claw machine works, it doesn't make sense with what Mickey said. Mickey was asking the viewer to say higher or lower, but that's not really how claw grabbers work. It's usually at a fixed height, and you move it either left, right, back or forth. You don't move it higher or lower. So I think they chose the wrong language there, but I also, in terms of education, think it would have been better to focus on left and right, particularly as a lot of young children do struggle with left and right, whereas I imagine most understand the difference between high and low. So I don't think they made the right decision there, but also that's not how claw machines work. They don't go up and down. They either go back, forth, left or right, or a combination of those. So it wasn't very well executed there, but I do love the claw grabbing machines nevertheless. And then it is finally time to go down the Mouseka slide, and there are not enough mats for everybody to sit on, so they have to count how many more mats they need. an opportunity there for learning, for counting, great educational moment. And then they use the beach towels, the final mouse tool, so everybody can go down the slide. It's great fun. They get their photograph taken. It's an absolute joy. And yeah, those slides they're good fun. I haven't been down one in a very long time, but I can still feel it. I can still feel the scratchiness of the sack and the speed of the slide and the fear of not knowing when you're actually going to stop at the other end. It's great fun. Yeah, it's a really fun episode. Some opportunities for learning. I think they messed up the claw grabbing machine a little bit, but other than that, the educational moments are pretty good. The design of the carnival, of the fun fair games, the rides, I love them so much. And as I said, if they haven't made a play set out of this, or if that's not their plan, I would fully encourage it. Just based purely on my preference as a child, I would have adored this so much. So I kind of wish they would do that. Maybe they will. Hopefully they will. I have no idea. But certainly within the episode, I thought it was tremendous fun. Some educational moments. Visually, just so beautiful to look at. Clubhouse Carnival is definitely a personal favourite.